haven't tried the Locklicious all-natural hair care product line? Well, let's hear what the Lock community has to say about it.
I love how it sprays and how it feels, you guys. Like, it feels so good. And it smells amazing, you guys.
The Lock and Twist moisturizer was really good for me. The hydration mist was phenomenal.
This is bomb, baby. I was really impressed, kind of blown away, and I think that if you're struggling, definitely go check them out.
And check out the 5-star reviews on our website. So, what are you waiting for? Go to locklicious.com to start treating your crown like royalty.
So that was a brother by the name of Samuel Scott Jr. He's suing the city of Miami along with 5 other race soldiers for a 2018 incident during which the man says he was wrongfully accosted after reporting his car was stolen. Now, instead of being helped. Now, his attorney said that they're seeking $500,000 in damages after he claims race soldiers Jonathan Guzman, Michael Bloom, Brandon Williams, Miguel Hernandez, and Randy Carriel, as they unlawfully searched, falsely imprisoned, and had unwarranted prosecution. Now, according to the suit, which was filed in federal court on November 13th, the incident unfolded when the brother was leaving his aunt's home near 568 Northwest 48th Street, and he noticed his 2006 black Jeep Compass that had been parked directly in front of the home was gone. Okay, so he called the 911 after he seen that happen, right? Which most people would. Well, when he calls 911, I want you to watch how they treating him like he stole his own car. Let's go roll that clip.
All right, listen. I'm gonna read you your rights real quick. All right?
I'm telling you guys, I can confirm where I was, and I can even confirm my activities. I recently logged off of the VPN at my job.
Okay. At what time?
Roughly before I came over here, before I called you guys. But I'm telling you, you guys got the wrong guy.
Okay. The description of the guy that took off from your car is just like yours.
But that's half of Miami, bald-headed with a beard. Even if he had dreads, it's dreads with a beard.
Okay.
But then it's not fair. I mean, like I said, my kids, I called because my car got stolen. My kids are over there. They don't even know what's going on.
So what time was your car stolen?
I told you, probably around about 5. I didn't pay attention to the time. I really just jumped out of the car to go see. That's it. If you want, like I said, we can go. Like, I had my kids and stuff like that, dropped them off, came over to say hi, and I went. I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't. I mean, like I said, I know the people that stay across there, over here, all over the place. I don't know what happened. My car just, somebody jumped in, drove off. And I'm sorry, but I'm telling you, I didn't do it. I mean, literally, I mean, why would I call the police? I mean, I called because my car is stolen. I mean, how me and my kids are going to get home? My pillow, my work ID, my work stuff, all of that stuff is in there. Why would I? That's why I'm like, why am I in handcuffs? If I'm calling them and I'm...
Just give me a second, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna open the window so he's behind there.
I mean, also, I don't know if you know or look at my record, I've never been arrested. Hell, one of a good friend of mine is like City of Miami, Dennis Jackson. He used to be my pastor, my retired City of Miami police officer.
You never been arrested before?
No.
Sure about that?
Yeah. Never been arrested. Ex-military, never been arrested.
What's the last 4 of your social?
Okay, 30 straight to 20, kids up. so put on marked units at all marked units per 4190 evacuation between 15th, 17th Avenue and 30th Street. All marked units stay out of the area. All marked units stay clear the area at 19
Now, they said race soldier Guzman, they said 2 miles away from the brother's location, saw the car driving 20 miles over the speed limit and began following it. Not long after, the Jeep collided with another car and the driver exited the vehicle and fled the crash scene. So the documents revealed that Guzman did not see the driver's face, but saw a 6'2" heavyset black male wearing a white tank top fleeing the scene. So according to the arrest report, officers found 4 plastic baggies in Scott's car that led to green spots with suspected marijuana. Now, Pierre said his client had a concealed weapon, it said permit, and carried a gun in his vehicle at the time of the incident, but couldn't explain the marijuana charge. It said the 44-year-old was subsequently charged with leaving the scene of an accident, false reporting of a crime, failure to carry a concealed weapon license, and possession of marijuana. Now, check this out. They stole his car, and he got charged. And he's the victim of a crime. Only in America, a black man call the police, say something happened to him, and he gets handcuffed, and he gets charged, or he can get killed. That's happened too. Over the years, I've been covering news stories. Now, all the charges was actually dropped by prosecutors eventually. But meanwhile, the race soldier, whose body camera clearly shows him in possession of the brother's wallet and cell phone, never turned those in after the arrest. As of February 2020, attorney Bradley Pepper, who represented the brother in the criminal case, was still trying to track down the brother's personal belongings. He said, I filed a motion to return the property. He said, which still hasn't yielded any results because there's really no record of those items as far as what the police did with them or what happened to them. Shoot, they probably stole them and stole his money. I mean, you can't put it past you race soldiers. If you have cash in your car, that's why I tell people don't carry cash. And race soldiers see that, they're going to steal it from you. Now, they said for unexplained reasons, Guzman also turned off his body camera several times during the arrest. And by February 2020, Miami's civilian investigative panel had found he showed negligence of duty in his actions as an arresting officer. They also stated that it also seemed, it said, very suspicious to this date. They said they don't know, what the answer is or why the officer even turned it off, right? In the first place. See, this is how I feel about that. It's a simple rule to this. You never turn your body camera off unless you go into the bathroom or you at lunch. If you are engaging the public in any reason, form or fashion, that body cam need to be on. You cut that joker off, you're fired. No questions asked. You don't cut no body cam off when you're dealing with people because that's a protection for you as a police and it's a protection for that citizen. It can be evidence to exonerate the cop if they lying on them, and it also can be evidence for the citizen if the cop lying on them. So it works both ways. So if I'm an honest police officer, I would want my body cam on because I want people to see how I interacted with everybody. But when you're dishonest, then you start cutting body cameras off because you probably was stealing that brother's money and then want it on camera. Now, they said the race soldiers have also remained on duty since the incident. They said, according to the lawyer of the brother, they said no one has been arrested for stealing the car either, except the black man that reported his own car stolen. So only in America, folks, only in America that a black man could call for help and he get arrested. That's not the norm all over the world. We are so, trained to deal with this and say, I'm not surprised, I'm not this. Because for me, even just saying that I'm not surprised, this doesn't shock me, that really, at this point in my life, bothers me to the core. Because when we say I'm not surprised, means it's something we expect. So we're not shocked by it. We expect not to be treated right. We expect, the police to do us wrong. That's no way to live. Now, I was reading a tweet from our brother, the actor Wendell Pierce, and he recently said that he had came back to the U.S. for the month of November, you know, to spend time with friends and family. He's been gone from this country for about 5 years, you know, because all the work that he's doing. And he has got so deprocessed of this country, he said that he did not realize until he left how violent this society is. He was talking about all the gun situation, gun violence, you know, the racism, all of that goes on. You know, when you get a taste outside this country, yeah, it's like, man, I don't want to be there. You know, because I say I can live a lot more, you know, definitely better away. You know, because sometimes you don't need all the things that you got going on here anyway. Because, yeah, you live here, but you have to work like a freaking slave to keep it. You don't own anything. The system's not set up for you to thrive unless you figure a way out. I mean, this story is extremely sickening. You call for help, and then you get arrested, and you get charged. Now, you found the car. Anything that's in that car at the time period where they had a thief in there, then I'm looking at it like this. Common sense will say maybe it's for the thief, unless it's something identifiable for the brother, right? But no, let me put some charges on this black man. And you remember how he asked him, you ever been arrested before? Are you sure? Why? Because you want to put some charges on him. They always want to put a black man in the system. So you devils. But, you know, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular story. I mean, you know, I just shake my head at this. It is beyond sick, wrong, and that's why I say that you can't reform that. What you see in that video and this whole story, this is nothing you can reform. You have to literally tear it down and rebuild from scratch. Reform will never work. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.